Hi everyone. This video explains how to use the overhead cost estimate sheet. It contains 2 chapters, operation and tips. Use the video progress bar to skip to any topic. Note that this video supplements the Quick Start Guide video, which explains each step of the estimating process and describes system standards for sheet layout and handling. If you have not viewed the Quick Start video, please do so before viewing this one. Written documentation about the topics mentioned in this video is available on the support website. Click on the Knowledge Base command in the Ironworks toolbar to access it. If you want our help building a master estimate, playing what-if games with your fleet's composition, or producing charge rates for a complex job, or a special client, contact us using the consulting page. Now, let's review the operation of the overhead cost estimate sheet. The overhead cost estimate sheet is used in step 5 of the process of building a fleet employment cost estimate from scratch. Each step of that process is covered in the Quick Start Guide video that is available on YouTube on the Ironworks ECM channel. The purpose of the overhead cost estimate sheet is to model the cost and timing of those expenses associated with the employment of the fleet as a whole, for example, general and administrative expenses incurred to manage the fleet. The G&A expense section is used to specify the nature, cost, and timing of those expenses associated with the management of the fleet as a whole, during the rate period. If all such expenses are recovered through the overhead component of bid prices, do not list any expenses here. Otherwise, you will recover the listed costs twice, once through equipment charge rates and once through the bid prices, and thus reduce the chances of bid success. Likewise, the Other Expenses section is used to specify the nature, cost, and timing of uncommon or abnormal expenses associated with the fleet as a whole. Again, if such expenses are recovered when bidding jobs through the overhead component of the bid prices for the work, do not list any expenses here so the costs are not double covered. The Non-Pay Equipment section is an automatically produced list of machines whose cost recovery method was set in the equipment list to the Non-Pay Equipment option. If you want to make changes in their forecast cost, edit their cost factor values in the Employment Cost Factors sheet. The Status section reports the status of the allocation of overhead to the individual machine records when the estimate was last calculated. Adjust overhead allocation using the Employment Cost Factors sheet to reduce under- and overallocated amounts to zero. Underallocated overhead is not recovered. If the fleet performs as modeled, underallocated overhead will result in a dead loss for the rate period. Overallocated overhead raises charge rates and thereby reduces bid success. Now let's review some tips for using this sheet. Tip 1. Treat shop facilities as overhead. This way, the associated cost can be fully recovered by allocating it to only those machines that require shop maintenance. Tip 2. If certain pieces of maintenance equipment service only certain kinds of machines, tire trucks for example, treat them as non-pay equipment. Then allocate their forecast cost for the rate period to just those machines that they service, haul trucks for example. This way the charge rate for haul trucks recovers the true cost of employment. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.